Welcome back everybody to Red Rock Crawlers. My name is Jensen and this week we're putting fenders on the Jeep. I can't wait for this. I have seriously been waiting for almost 2 years to get these fenders on. My wife bought them for me for my birthday like almost 2 years ago. I was waiting to get them painted because I wanted to get them painted to match the Jeep. So this has been a long time coming, but we're finally there. We're gonna get them put on and I cannot wait for the change in the look this is gonna give me for the Jeep. It's also gonna give me a lot more clearance, obviously, for bigger tires that I want to go to later down the road. There's a couple of things that I had also been waiting on, to do the fenders. I really wanted to do the inner fenders at the same time. I picked up a set of Artec inner fenders, and they're gonna look really good. Now, I've actually already done the other side, the passenger side. I did that because I've never done fenders before, and I knew that there would be things that I would learn, as I did it. So I have a little more confidence in showing you guys how to do this now that I've done the other side. So I want to do a couple of comparisons to see what kind of clearance that I'm going to gain, and just kind of a before and after, shot of just how how much closed off these fenders are compared to how open the new fenders will be. Just to give you guys kind of an idea of how much more room you can really get in these wheel wells, with different fenders. So let's jump into it. Okay, so currently I'm running a Rock Crawler 3.5-inch lift, factory fenders, 35-inch BFG mud terrains. But eventually I'm gonna do 37s, and I want to see just how much more clearance I can get out of these fenders. The BFGs always run a little bit small, and I'm still rubbing on the fenders with this lift. So let's see how much clearance I have now versus what it's going to be afterwards. So it's about 7 inches. It's right about 7 inches from the top of the tire lug there to the very bottom of the fender right there. That's going to rub. Maybe from the bottom of the inner fender here straight back is about 27 inches. Just to give us an idea, what it's going to look like afterwards. All right, let's get these off. There are, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think there's 5 bolts you have to remove from the inner side of the fender here. And then there's a couple of push pins in here that just kind of hold it in place. And then we really just rip it right off. It's super easy, so check it out. So this is the one I missed last time. So if you're pulling these off, just make sure you don't forget this one back here. Okay. You also want to make sure you remove this bolt here too, because that is holding this frame of the inner fender, to this support. So make sure you get rid of that one. So depending on your state, you may have to replace the little marker lights on the side to be street legal. So I picked up myself a couple of little amber lights that are going to go on the inner fender. Before you rip these off, make sure you pull this plug out. Like that, so that you're not ripping it off, with the light and damaging this. So once you get the fender off, I like to just clean the surface here, and I'm actually going to touch up some of these worn spots over here, with some color match paint just to seal them up so that they're not going to rust out. Go. So the instructions say to just put this together loosely and then get it in place, you know, before you tighten everything down. So that's what we're gonna do. Pretty fast, bud.
I think I went faster than that. I said super fast.
Super fast. So yesterday, I started out using this little Rivet tool that they send you with the fenders. I just did not have very good luck with it. You know, the 2 or 3 that I did, they were all crooked. Some of them, you know, you just can't get quite tight enough. So I highly recommend, if you're going to do something like this, pick yourself up one of these Rivet tools. They work so much better. They're so much easier to use. You just stick it on there, you pinch this together, you know, and you're good to go. The ones I've been doing with this go a lot faster, for one, and they're straight, you know, they just work so much better. So get one of these. I borrowed this one from my buddy that owns Strikeforce Zebra, or Sage Offroad, Steve Adamson. So thanks again, Steve. You're always pulling through for me. Okay, we've got all the rib nuts on. Let's get that fender on. Huge difference for bigger tires. Let's go do the back. Okay, so let's measure the back again just to get some before and afters. It's about the same. We got about 7 inches between the top of the tire and the bottom of the fender. I guess we'll just do it from the top of the tire to the edge of the fenders. We've got 29 inches. Okay, so the rear is going to go a lot quicker because we don't have the inners to put in. There are a couple of these little push-in, just, you know, plastic retainer clips. So we take those out. There's, let's see, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we get those out and riv nut, put the fender on. All those retainer clips are off, so you literally just pull the fender off. I didn't really mention this before, but I figure it's pretty straightforward and self-explanatory, but you have to just remove the inner clips here that hold the fender on. Remove those and that's where your riv nuts go. So let's get those off and then probably do again a little bit of touch-up paint and get these things on. Okay, got the mounting surface all cleaned up, you know, touched up as best I can, and so we're going to get these riv nuts in and mount some fenders. This is exciting. Getting this last fender put on the Jeep. All right, let's measure and see what differences we have. Remember, we were 7 inches, and then it was, I forget, I'll have to watch the video. Forget what my numbers were. Oh, wow. It's 10 1/4. Yeah, about 10 1/4 inches, and it was 7 before, so we gained, I mean, we gained over 3 inches. I thought it was only gonna be like an inch or two, but yeah, am I doing that right? Yeah, 10 inches. Let's say from the front here to the back is 28. So it definitely opens it up, and obviously this is more open here, so I won't be rubbing up front, which is mainly where I was rubbing, and then I was rubbing up here a little bit too, so that extra 3 inches will make a huge difference. So we gained about 3 inches in the front of clearance this way, and about an inch or so, maybe a little over an inch side to side. So let's see what we got here. It's not quite as much, but it's almost 10 inches, so we're probably 9 3/4. So we gained 2 3/4 inches. That's pretty good. And then resting on top of the tire again, that's like 36 inches. 36 inches, that's quite a difference. What's up, guys?
I love the fenders on it.
I just put them on.
It's sick.
So anyway, where were we? Yeah, so about 36 inches. I don't know if that's helpful to any of you guys, but the more important thing is I'm probably going to rub on the bumper before I rub on the fender. So I'll have to look at that. I might have to trim the bumper or something. I don't know. We'll worry about that a different day. But anyway, we're done. Well, I hope that helps some of you guys out there. Been, like I said, an upgrade I've been wanting to do for a long time, and we're finally getting it done. So I'm really happy to have this all done, and I think it looks really good. I got to give a huge shout out to Agility Customs. They really hooked me up with this powder coating. It looks amazing. It looks awesome. I couldn't be happier. So thanks Agility Customs. It looks great. Really happy with it. These are gonna work great when I get new tires, bigger tires, hopefully. Tell me what you guys think. The one thing I'm not real sure I like is how wide they are. They're about factory width, the same as factory, so they're fairly wide. I don't know, maybe I should have gone with something a little narrower, but they were inexpensive. They're aluminum, you know, they're lightweight. I think that outweighs the width, and I'll just have to be careful on the trails. I appreciate you guys watching. That's it for this week. Leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. We're just getting ready for Easter Jeep Safari, so we're excited to go. About a month away, so I got a few more things I want to do. I don't know if I'll get to it or not, but here's to hoping. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the trail.